Welcome to www.saskrto.com. We are your trusted Saskatoon area real estate investors. The team here at SaskRTO.com, or Rohe Investment and Development Corporation, has been working in the real estate industry for over 7 years. And we would like to work with you in order to get you into your dream home and making your home ownership dream come true via our rent-to-own program. Visit www.saskrto.com, or you may call at 1-306-374-6069 now. Even if your credit has been bruised or you have not established credit history yet, you are new to Canada, or you are having challenges in disciplined savings for your house down payment and going through a bankruptcy or divorce, and you are having difficulty getting approved for a traditional loan, with the following video, we will explain to you how a rent-to-own arrangement works. And you can then decide if this is a path you and your family would like to take in order to achieve your dream of owning a house. How rent-to-own works. If you're familiar with how leasing a car works, it is almost the same process with the rent-to-own arrangement in real estate. There is an agreed purchasing price of the property between the seller and you, the tenant or buyer. The buyer makes an initial deposit called the option fee, which is usually around 2% and 5%. This deposit goes towards the future down payment of the property. A portion of the rent is also credited towards the future down payment. This is referred to as monthly credit. Both the option fee and the accrued monthly credit are non-refundable if the tenant or buyer breach the rent-to-own agreement. Once the contract agreement has been signed and the first month rent has been paid, you, the tenant or buyer, can then move into the property. It is essential that you start rebuilding your credit or work on whatever is holding you back from qualifying for a traditional mortgage, and work towards qualifying for a mortgage loan at the end of the lease term. The lease term is usually between 1 year and 3 years. At SaskRTO.com, or Rohe Investment and Development Corporation, we, together with the mortgage brokers, alternate mortgage lenders, and other professionals in the industry who will provide you with all the help needed to repair your credit. They are also lenders, so when building your credit, they will know exactly what needs to be done to get your loan approved. Visit www.saskrto.com or call 1-306-374-6069 now. Let's consider this example. John is self-employed for 1 year and cannot apply for a traditional mortgage. The reason John cannot qualify for a traditional mortgage could be because he is new in Canada, has a bruised credit that needs to be fixed during his rent-to-own term, have no credit history established yet, and so on. He decides to do a rent-to-own. The agreed purchase price between the seller and John, the tenant buyer, is $250,000. Requiring an initial deposit of $7,500 with monthly payments of $1,600, which is $1,300 for the rent and $300 for the credit to be paid in 24 months. The agreement indicated that any repairs and maintenance under $350 will be John's responsibility, while the seller will be responsible for all expenses above $350. John will have a full 5% down at the end of the 24-month term, which is $12,500, plus additional funds, which is $2,200, for closing costs such as lawyer fees and so on. Having this computation made, $300 times 24 months equals to $7,200 plus $7,500 equals to $14,700. John agrees to do this since he wants to own the house in the future. Anytime you purchase a home, there is a closing cost involved. www.saskrto.com offers rent credits on the properties we have for rent-to-own program, so you can automatically save for these costs. If you, as a tenant or buyer, faithfully carry out your responsibility portion of this agreement on or before the end of the term, you will get qualified and go to closing with no additional money out of pocket because of the rent credits from on-time payments and your initial option fee deposit. In Snapshot, here are the few reasons you and your loved ones will really benefit from our rent-to-own program. Point number 1. With www.saskrto.com, you have the privilege of having a set purchase price now. This will afford you to benefit from possible future equity if real estate property prices go skyrocket. Point number 2. You can start living in your dream home and possibly start making some cosmetic upgrades, of course, with the permission of the seller before you are fully able to buy it. You will have pride of ownership even before you own the property. Point number 3. Rent-to-own is a great opportunity that you may use to establish or rebuild your credit rating during the term of the lease. It also gives mortgage brokers plenty of time to shop around for a mortgage with the best interest rates, so you will have the lowest monthly payments possible upon purchase. Point number 4. One of the great benefits of rent-to-own is that a portion of the rent payment is credited towards the down payment made. The rent credit is an equity build-up for you as the tenant or buyer. Point number 5. Major maintenance and/or repairs are delegated to the seller, while minor maintenance and/or repairs will be handled by the tenant buyer during the agreed term. Take action today towards a home ownership for you and your loved ones. As the French proverb goes, the first step binds one to the second, and success will never be a big step in the future. Success is a small step taken just now, just as Jonathan Martinson says. Fill up the form or visit www.saskrto.com now for us to access your situation. One of our team members will contact you as soon as possible with a list of available rent-to-own homes that fit your criteria. There is absolutely no obligation at this time. So remember, this is the first step towards actualizing your dream of home ownership. Contact us now. Visit www.saskrto.com or you may call at 1-306-374-6069 now.